Will this $7 Jamba Juice smoothie hold up with the $30 Erewhon? Let's get after it. Have you guys ever heard of Erewhon? Like, where the hell did it pop up? Why is it such a staple in rich communities? Let me tell you a story, guys, about how I found out about Erewhon. One day I was riding with my boy, and he was like, yo, I have to show you this new grocery store. And it's like Whole Foods, but like 10 times better. So I went inside the Erewhon, and the only thing I noticed was how freaking crazy the prices were. Eggs cost $30 a dozen, and bacon might as well have been filet mignon. So I told my friend, this is stupid. Let me tell you how stupid I am, though. I was feeling super generous that day. I was feeling really generous. So I offered to buy my friend some complicated named strawberry smoothie. The cashier rang it up, and guess how much it cost me? $60. Now that is some nasty work. So after getting my wallet raped by an overpriced fruit mixed juice, I wanted to compare. I want to know what makes these smoothies so much superior than a simple regular chain smoothie. What makes the Erewhon smoothie better than a Robex or a Jamba Juice? I know Haley Beaver has a smoothie there, which we ordered here. We got some. Is she making the smoothie herself? They must have something in Erewhon that makes this smoothie so expensive. They have ingredients that I can't pronounce, like lucuma, maca, whatever the hell that is. So we're here to compare, so y'all don't waste your money. The $40 Erewhon smoothie versus the $7 Jamba smoothie. And I'm here with my boy, Nicky Toro, Nicky G, Nick. What up, dog?
What up, baby? How are you, sir?
How are you doing, bro? You been good?
Amazing, man.
Amazing?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
feels
snap.
so good.
Man.
Nice drive in an hour of traffic.
Ooh. Or Encino, right?
Encino, bro.
Yeah,
the Valley, baby.
The Valley, baby. So I know Nick from high school. That's my boy, Crespi. Go Celts.
See
house, baby. And you are what do you do for a living? Like, cause you're like I know you do like the content stuff, but you're also doing music and everything, right?
Yeah, I'm a music artist. In the film space, I write, produce, direct, act.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, man. Get your smoothie.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
Currently working on some new projects. Do a little bit of everything, man.
Okay.
Just try to stay eclectic, and I don't even know if that's the right word, but try to stay focused and try new things, and trying to be a master at one of them, but trying to be good at all of them at the same time, and whatever one happens first, we'll go with that. But I do a little bit of everything, man. I feel like it keeps you well-rounded, and it so you're not just limited to one thing. Especially in film nowadays, how the business is, you gotta be able to do more than one thing. Otherwise, you get left behind.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of bad, the whole film business as a whole, but that's a whole conversation.
So what you're telling me is that if you're one-dimensional, you basically can't do anything, and you're Hollywood, so you know.
So if you're how I see it, right, and I haven't had no blown-up career yet, but
you're getting there.
I hope so. Yeah. Fingers crossed and knock on wood. How I see it is that if you're only doing one thing in the industry, you may find some success that's huge. You may find some success at a smaller level, mid-level. But if you're not able to do at least 2 of the 4 things that I mentioned, you don't have anything to fall back on, but you also don't have anything to pivot to, because there's always going to be a cold moment. Unless you're like Leonardo DiCaprio or whoever, which you are one of the rares of your group, right? So unless you're in that era of wherever those guys are, I believe that you do have to have more than one outlet. But even when you think about those kind of people, Leo produces, he acts. Brad Pitt produces, he acts.
It's true.
Spike Lee acts,
true.
Directs, produce, writes. So when you think about these people with like serious longevity, they've been able to do multiple things and be successful at each one of those things in that space, where sometimes they may not even have to do one of the other things. They could just do one thing, and then they can pivot to doing both, however it works. So, but I'm here to try these smoothies, bro.
Bro, that is crazy. You just gave me the rundown. Try that Jamba Juice. What's that Jamba Juice taste?
Well, let me fact check you real quick. An Erewhon smoothie is $18, not $40 or $60.
I don't know what responsibility you're getting, bro. I'll show you.
I'll
show you the receipt.
Fake
news. I'll show you the receipt.
You may have bought like 3 or 4 smoothies that day.
No.
What did you add some protein collagen in there or something?
I will show you the receipt.
All right, so
try that Jamba Juice out, bro.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Jamba Juice.
Jamba Juice. That's strawberry banana. I got the strawberry banana, guys, because like that's just the most basic smoothie, right? Strawberry banana. What do you think about that?
Jamba Juice classic, man.
It's classic. It's a classic.
Okay, so here's another beef I have.
Right.
Jamba Juice. You're not Jamba.
Ooh.
I like Jamba Juice. It's the ring to it.
Ooh.
Dunkin' Donuts should be Dunkin' Donuts, not Dunkin'. You're not Starbucks, who's one word.
Wow.
That's first hot take. But Jamba Juice is classic, bro. Jamba Juice, you know, I've had this since I was a kid. After a baseball game or after school.
Yep.
And there's something classic and nostalgic about the taste. Obviously, as I've gone older, you learn that it's a very sugary drink.
I was just about to say that. Jamba Juice is a
time.
ton of sugar. I actually got us one without the sugar in it.
This is healthy?
This is a healthy one because I have to you have to compare it to Erewhon's going super natural, so I thought I'd give Jamba Juice the best foot forward.
Fair enough. But here's the thing. Can I be honest with you? Hot take. This is not to me. Well, this was $7.
Yeah, about $7.50.
Because Jamba Juice last time I went was expensive, so it wasn't that much cheaper than this.
We're talking about this is like a freaking gazillion dollar smoothie. This is a $7 smoothie.
That's a lie, bro.
Dude, what are we talking about? This dude, I don't know if he knows how to do math, bro. What the hell are we talking about?
Hey, there's a gap.
There's a gap. There's a huge one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jamba Juice is good. I used to always get after baseball and all that stuff. I didn't realize how much sugar. I used to get the white gummy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my boy Jacob Viello. We used to get that after baseball practice all the time. But yeah, if you want diabetes, you freaking go. And
You ever have the Pink Star?
I've heard of it. I've never had it.
I
don't think.
Do you know what it is?
What's in it?
I don't know what's in it, but it basically is supposed to be relative to the taste of a pink Starburst.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what a Pink Star is.
Oh yes, I have had it.
You know who put me on the banana berry was when we were at Crespi.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was Connor. He was like, I don't know. Do you edit this?
No. Yeah. Kind of.
Okay. My bad.
My
bad.
Yeah, you're good.
But no, banana berry. I was put onto at Crespi. The matcha green tea was really good. I remember they discontinued it at one point, then they brought it back because it was so popular. And then razzmatazz or mango go-go always hits. But orange dream machine, which is like a creamsicle, is pretty good too.
Yeah, that is really good. That is good.
Okay.
That is good.
We into this one now?
Yeah. Let's try this. Let's try that one out, bro. Cheers.
Okay.
Damn, dude, that's low key kind of gas. hey, that's low key kind of gas, bro. Oh,
You know,
snap.
this shit smacks, dude.
So it tastes like super freaking fruity, like super fruity, right? And super sweet, but it doesn't have all the sugar in it. What the hell they put in this? There has to be sugar.
It's the natural sugar, bro. You still got to look at the calorie count, too. Because fruits have sugar in it. You know what I mean?
Sal, pull that up, bro. A Hailey Bieber smoothie have freaking... Does it have... Oh... essential fats? Yeah, it got fats in it.
Let's see.
Oh, man, this is freaking good. Hold on, I'm going to go, bro.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, yeah, there is organic maple syrup.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
It's just organic.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
There's sugar.
It's like you could still go to Erewhon and get like pasta or a burger. It's just like organic version.
I thought this Hailey Bieber smoothie was just all organic.
Now, don't lie. How many times you been to Erewhon, bro?
Dude, so I was talking to my friend about this. I've only been like 3 times.
Is this recent?
The one was today,
Okay.
picking up these smoothies.
Okay.
And then the other one was the one time, 2 times. No, 3, because we got some chocolate bars from it, so 3 times. One was with my friend when I bought that freaking expensive freaking smoothie. One, I got some beef jerky. Well, Sal got beef jerky, and then we got some chocolate. And then this time, I'm not gonna go to Erewhon. Like, I'm not like, bro. I grew up on freaking like Food for Less. Like, I'll go to a Ralph's. I'm not too bougie when it comes.
But Ralph's
I'm losing my bouginess. Honestly, as I'm getting older, I'm losing my bouginess, Nick.
Here's the thing. In a period when it comes to food for me, I feel like you gotta have a palate of a little bit of everything, right?
What?
I'm getting in shape right now, so I gotta like cut back on shit. But I love me some fast food, but I love me some bougie food too, bro. You know what I mean? I'm going to, like, bro. If I'm on some demon time and I want to eat, bro, me and my dad will go to McDonald's.
I love McDonald's.
DoorDash will be ordered, some Jack in the Box.
Oh man, we had the Jack in the Box tacos. Those were gas.
Yeah, In-N-Out. I could smack a couple Flying Dutchman, pause, and some animal fries with a DC, so I don't have any extra calories.
Damn.
But bro, but here's the thing, Erewhon's good, man. Mm-hmm. It's a good vibe when you go in there. There's nice energy, but you gotta afford to go there. And if you can't afford it, just don't waste your time.
I put on a credit line to buy these smoothies.
Do you have a membership at Erewhon?
Hell no.
I found out the membership is $200 a year, and so you have to pay for the which I understand, but like you would think like a Ralph's card, you get discounts and it's free.
I don't even know what Ralph's cards even do. I put my mom's number in there all the time. I don't know what it does other than take some money off.
Oh, it takes a lot off, bro.
Yeah, but I think they price it the way like the business price. That's the actual cost of it.
Well, if you buy alcohol, it helps.
So, speaking of your dad, man.
Yeah.
How's it like having your dad? Like your dad's like pretty freaking famous. Like, for example, Nick's dad is freaking Brucey. Pull up Brucey, longest yard. Everybody, that's not even his biggest role. It wasn't his really biggest role.
Which one?
NYPD Blues.
Yeah, well, it depends on what generation you're from. So if you're from, how old? You're only 3 years older than me?
I'm 28.
Okay.
Yeah.
3. So if you're from like our generation, Longest Yard is probably what you would know him from. Mm-hmm. If you're from like the 90s era, you would either know him from the Spike Lee movies or you would know him from NYPD Blue. And then if you are someone who was probably a fan of NYPD Blue and you still pay attention to like cop shows, you would like people like our parents would know him like from Blue Bloods.
Yeah, there he is.
Exactly.
Look at him. I forgot to eat all that popcorn.
Yeah,
I forgot to eat all that popcorn.
It was crazy. That's him in Jungle Fever.
Well, he was in Jungle Fever.
Yeah, he was a racist dude in Jungle Fever. he was so racist. But it was for the part. It was funny.
Your dad is funny, man.
He's so funny for like no reason. Like you be talking to him and he just twirls his hair or he drinks like a sip of water and you just start giggling. Like, he's just funny for like whatever reasons and he's cooked, but he's my dad. But growing up with it was interesting because okay, so for me it's like here, I'll say it to you like this. When you see him, do you feel like you're like, oh, that's that dude from the movie? Like if you were to pull up today, is it, oh, that's that dude from the movie, or is it like, no, that's just Big Nick?
Well, when I first saw him at Crespi, I was like, holy crap, that's the dude from Longest Yard.
Right.
And then obviously when I go to Crespi now, like when I see him now, oh, it's just Big Nick. Like, but
so
first glance, like, I was like, holy smokes.
So like there is people who I've watched on film or I know from like their music or whatever, and even if I have a personal relationship, once you know them, you still can get, I still, depending on who they are, will get that feeling like, oh damn, that's that person. But with my dad, it was never that way. It was just more so like it felt very normal. Like I remember going to the set of Longest Yard when I was like 4 years old. So
how was that?
Incredible.
I mean, you got freaking Chris Rock.
Yeah, I mean, I've never met Chris Rock.
Adam Sandler, you never met him?
No, but when I met Adam Sandler, I told him I liked 8 Crazy Nights, and I was like,
really?
Yeah, I was a little kid, and that was a cartoon movie he did, which was about like Hanukkah and Christmas, which is a cult classic, and it's amazing. But I remember that set like well, and it was interesting. And then when it came out, I was in kindergarten, and my parents like took me and all my friends to see it. And we were probably way too young to see that movie.
What the hell?
But it was awesome. It was awesome, dude. I mean, bro, that movie's 20 years old next year, and it's a classic.
A closet. I got a question for you. I got another question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because like your dad is famous,
Mm-hmm.
so when your dad is super famous like that, you have to have feelings of people trying to use you and like trying to get close to you guys just because like who your dad is, right? And can you like sort that out? Do you like sort that out?
Like could I catch that?
Yeah.
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of, and I say this respectfully, he's not of the level of fame where there's like specifically something for people to gain off like being friends with me. How I see it. And if I'm able to navigate that, like I can see when people come over and they want to just like,
hey, with your dad.
Yeah. But it's more like the people that I've seen around him that I could scope out. Like there's somebody trying to lend an opportunity here, or there's somebody there, and
Yeah.
it comes with
Like
the
somebody
territory.
trying to pitch in a movie all the time, right? Like
Yeah.
somebody comes in and they're trying to pitch a script to your dad.
Yeah, and there's levels to it. Like it's like, to me, I can understand. I think where I avoid people that do that is that he comes when people come to our house and want to hang out.
Yeah.
It's a very like relaxed environment, and I don't live in like a mansion. It's a very like it feels like a home.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not that thing of like, oh, you're here, you see this, you see that, you see like an expensive car.
Of course,
so there's something
your
to
dad's
gain.
very low key.
Yeah, he's very like a human,
Mm-hmm.
But I've been in situations with like celebrities we know where people go to their house, or they see them, or they try to hang out them through somebody because they're trying to gain something, and it's kind of, you can scope it out easy because you see that the intentions are very ill, or they're just false. Like it's just weird, but it comes with the territory, man. Like, for example, if this podcast, or not if, when this podcast takes off,
there we go. Yeah.
you're going to have people that just are going to want to come on. You're going to have people that come out the woodwork, say, hey, yo, I always knew this, I always knew that.
Yeah.
And
you already know that already.
And once you start to hear that kind of stuff, you'll know who actually was down with the cause and who was down with it. And that's how you can always scope that kind of stuff out. But it is what it is, man. It's part of the territory. So I can't fault it, but it's like you just have to know how to navigate it and not get lost in the sauce with it.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big responsibility. I mean, you have to kind of watch yourself too, right?
Yeah.
You can't be wilding out like I was wilding out,
Well, I mean, when we were at when we were at Crespi, and I remember my dad coming to school for the first time, a lot of people were like, oh, that's that dude. And then it was like, when they started seeing him, they were like, it wasn't as gassed, which is fine. But that's like proving to the point, like, you could see who was actually cool with me and who actually has like a relationship with my dad versus people who were like, oh, you're that guy. They hang out one time, you're the man. And then boom, like, you're not kicking it anymore. We're not like talking and stuff. So it is what it is.
Oh, okay. Can I ask you this question? Another one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who's the craziest celebrity you've ever been over the house?
I've been to their house.
Been to the house, yeah. Who's like the they don't even get to be a crazy one. Your favorite one, / craziest.
Well, going to someone's house is different, but I will say, and this is not like fully personal information, but Russell Peters, the comedian.
Russell Peters.
Yeah, so when I go to his house, he's like uncle. So we just have such a blast.
Let me pull him up. I've probably seen him.
Yeah, he's the man.
Oh yeah, I've seen that dude
yeah.
before.
So when we go to his house, it's like I call him uncle. So we're like family. So it's always a blast. He's a DJ too. So he always DJs music and he plays. He has like all kinds of people that come through his house, rappers, singers, actors, comedians. So there's always like an eclectic group of people there and you can have good conversation with. But every time you go to his house, it's a good time. So I love hanging with him.
Craziest celebrity you've met personally?
Well, that's hard. Met or am I friends with?
You guys had some conversations.
Who's my favorite?
Biggest one. Craziest one.
Dana White.
Damn!
That's my favorite.
Bro, what?
Well, I'm friends with Dana, but it's different. Like,
you're friends with Dana White?
Yeah.
Like, that's your boy.
Yeah.
Like, if you can pull out your phone right now and be like,
yeah.
Like, hey, bro, I'm about to pull up.
I'm not going to call him and do all that shit, but that's my guy. But he's... Okay, so here, I'll do it as friends with, right?
Yeah.
Friends with Dana's my favorite because I respect everything he does, and I think he's incredible, and I think his personality and the way he goes about everything is just awesome.
He's a baller for real.
The person I met that was like, it lived up to like, damn, this dude's cool, was Dave Chappelle.
Really? You met Dave Chappelle too?
When I met Dave Chappelle, I said what up to him. We had a quick chat, and then it was at a movie premiere, and then boom. We went our separate ways. I see him at the bar. I'm with the two other dudes I'm hanging out with.
Yeah.
And we're ordering shots.
Yeah.
And Chappelle's walking like kind of away from the bar, and I tap. I say, "Yo, Dave, do you want a shot?" And he went, "I don't know about that one, little buddy." And that was that. So Yeah, it was a great. It was, but to me, it was like the timing. It was the moment. He was cool. He was so cool.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle's pretty dope.
But Adam Sandler's awesome because I grew up seeing him all the time. He's cool.
Yeah.
My uncle is fucking.
Dude, your uncle's huge.
But my uncle is like, he's like, the reason what makes my uncle so cool is that, yeah, he's a celebrity, but like, he's so removed from the world of being a celebrity that it makes him so mystique. And you're like, and when you see his work, you're like, bro,
do you know who his uncle is, Nick? You don't know who his uncle is? Well, your uncle's, what's his first name again?
John.
John. Put in John Turturro.
Yeah.
Wait till you see him. You're gonna be like, what the?
He's easily one of the coolest.
All right, yeah, Dave Chappelle's dope. That's his uncle Nick Turturro is pretty funny. So another thing about you, Nick, is bro, Nick, you like older women.
Hey man,
How was it dating an older woman?
It's awesome. She's the best.
Really?
Yeah, she's awesome.
How much older is she than you?
Hey man, you know we keep that stuff personal, but you know.
Okay.
I love that woman. She's great.
She's good. So, what do you like about dating an older woman? What's your favorite part?
Well, it's not. I'll tell you this because I haven't seen you in a couple years. It's not as like geared specific anymore, but it's more about just having like really good conversation, and it's about I don't know. I always feel like, okay, think about it like this, right?
Okay.
When I was a freshman at Crespi, I was actually friends with like you and your crew, right?
Okay. Yeah.
We're still friends till to this day. It wasn't just like, oh, it's this little kid hanging around. Maybe it was at the time, but how I always felt was that I connected with older people just because I can always talk on like a different level with them. Okay. So when it came to dating, and I was like 17, 18, 19, I always had a hard time getting like figuring out my situation with like girls my own age. So it's like, I always like, oh, I want older because like I could connect with them on a deeper level. So that's just really it.
Really?
Yeah. I just don't like, I don't feel like I have a harder time connecting with the girls who are my own age. So when I met my girlfriend and like we hit it off, like, you know, we're technically in two different parts of life, but you come together and you make it happen. And I don't know. You learn new things.
So would you basically what you're saying is that if you're dating, you're always going to try to date up because it's just emotional.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like I'm 25 right now, right? So like I don't feel the same as I don't feel the same towards the subject as much. It's more about I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm not there.
Wow.
But at the time when I was telling you like why I like older women, it was because of a more of like an emotional connection. Yeah.
Vibe.
Because you know, there's also a thing, and I have like a theory on dating too, right? So like, and tell me if you think I'm wrong.
Okay.
Okay. When you're in high school, right?
Yes.
And you're dating somebody.
Okay.
Or you see people dating. Most people will date somebody that makes sense. So when they're seen out with them among their crews and at parties or school or, well, we went to an all-boys school, so that's different. But if you're seen amongst people, it would go, that makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. Whereas an adult, you may see people date and you're like, how did that dude bag her? Or how did this, that? Because you get over that thing where it's like, well, if I like this person and this person likes me, who's to say to us that, oh, that's weird that you're dating that person?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think there's way more of a social stigma in dating when you're like in high school than it is when you're an adult. I think people care less about people definitely care less about who you're dating. I don't think anybody cares once you start getting older.
Like, bro, I was so like,
yeah, I would definitely say that. That's true.
I wasn't no Rizzler in high school, bro. Like,
a Rizzler.
I wasn't. I was a guy that was liked amongst social circles because of what I did and who I was and what kind of person I was to people. But like, I wasn't some, I wasn't some Mac Daddy. There was kids who you'd be like, yo, why is that guy getting played? And he's like, well, he's 6'4".
That is true. I think dating's changed too. I think with like remote work and all that stuff, I believe there's not much of a premium on, women that look for dudes that like are super like providing now because women can afford themselves a good life without having to do. Also, they can sit on their computer at home and make a decent living.
Well, not
I
even
think
just
I
at
think
home, just wherever. If a girl's a boss, she's a boss.
But the thing about it is, women, well, most of the time didn't want to like do the commute stuff. You can literally make good money by just sitting in your room now.
That goes for everyone, though.
That's true. But women notoriously didn't want to do all that stuff. Now they're like, well, I can make a bunch of money just sitting here, like on my computer. I don't have to commute. I don't have to do all this stuff.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So there's not. But yes, dating is different now for sure.
And it's all perspective, right? Like,
yeah.
I know dudes who were like Max in high school that like can't even be in a stable relationship. I know dudes who were in stable.
Hey, bro. Hey, you think you're trying to get personal, bro?
No, I'm just saying. Like I've seen it. I've seen dudes who were Max in high school.
Whoa, if the shoe fits, huh?
No, I'm just saying. I'm not talking about you. You were a relationship man in high school, bro.
I know. Yeah.
We don't say names, but shout out. I saw you.
Oh,
I was a freshman. I was like, respect. I appreciate it. I was down with it. I was like, good for you, Armett.
Hey, bro, I tried my best.
MLB Med on Instagram.
I tried my best, bro. You know?
You did a good job, man.
Thank you.
As a freshman,
I'm never gonna date an ugly chick. You gonna see me? You gonna see me with a bad one?
Well, come on, man.
You know how I roll. You know how I roll, bro. I'm gonna shoot up other stars. They might be out of my league, but I'm shooting.
Listen, shoot. What are you gonna do?
Shooters, shoot. Bro, I get clowned if honestly I can't even date an ugly girl or something because my dad will just disown me. So it's like
your dad's a tough dude, bro. By the way, how old is your little brothers now? Or brother? Is it brothers or brother?
My two brothers?
Yeah, how old are they now?
My brother's 17, Notre Dame. My Ezra is 9. 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, not to get all high school in on this podcast, but why did you come to Crespi? Because you didn't start there.
Oh, so I went to Notre Dame first. Yeah. The reason
Right.
I left is because they only wanted me to play football and I want to play baseball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can't be.
They literally called me. They literally called me up. I was just like, they called my dad and they're like, hey, like maybe he should just focus on football.
Did you play football senior year at Crespi or no?
Yeah, I did.
For Troy?
For Troy.
Then did you finish the season or no?
No. I got pissed off. You want to hear a story?
Yeah, please.
All right. So basically, I was already committed to college. I was committed to University of Utah, so I had a scholarly and all that stuff. So I was basically like, I wasn't necessarily playing for fun, but like I didn't need it for yeah. I already had like offers and all that stuff in baseball and everything. So I did it. I played. I can't believe we're getting to this pod right now. But I played specifically for the boys. And this is like my loyalty to a fault. Like this is how I am as a person. Like it's really bad. Like I'll go down with the ship type of person. Like everybody. So Connor McMahon, I'm saying names, whatever. My boy, the quarterback Connor. Yeah, Connor was my boy. And I was like, I'm gonna play for him, and I'm gonna go out there, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna go through it and all that stuff, and we're gonna play. I'm with the boys. Like I've committed to that. I'm with the boys. So he had we played our first game, and then like something happened where they feel like he didn't perform right, and they took him out and put another dude in for him.
Who they put Wes in?
Yes. Okay. And I was just like, I ain't freaking. I told the coach like I ain't freaking out there risking my body for this dude. Like he ain't my boy. And all that stuff. And he was like, why don't you go ahead and freaking quit? I was like, if Connor ain't playing, I'm done. And I put my helmet, I laid it on the field and walked off. And like my loyalty was to Connor, bro. I played because of them, not because of like I played because of them, not because of like I was trying to freaking be Mr. D1 football player.
So here's the thing, right?
Oh, and I like playing football, but like it was just one of those things. And I told my dad, I was like, I ain't going out there if Connor ain't playing. I'm not gonna catch the ball. That mess gonna go. They gonna throw the ball to me, and I'm just gonna look like this at it.
Yeah. You're gonna have that guy. What was his name? He went to USC. Biggie. He pick you off and go to the house on that one.
Oh yeah, we played that dude Biggie. Yeah, shout out to him. He's not playing anymore.
I don't think he is.
Yeah,
but no. But here's the thing, right? Because of how Crespi culture was at the time and football, I could see how Troy probably was like, you didn't show up for your brothers. You didn't show up for your brothers. And
hey, my brother.
It's like, like perspectives.
And he was a transfer too. Like he was a transfer.
Yeah, he started the next year, but it was mostly a running offense. So there's that.
Yeah, dude. So I'm like,
shout out to him.
I'm like that. I pick who I'm rolling with, and it's to the die, bro. I'm not about to sit here and like do stuff. Like it's just kind of roll. That's how my dad is. That's how we are as a family. Like I don't mess with that.
Did you finish baseball out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because rest in peace, Mucky, man. But
yeah. I finished baseball. I actually didn't finish. I didn't finish to the playoffs because I freaking jacked up my wrist.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was really bad because I swung bad on a curveball, and I whiffed on a curveball. And dude, my whole wrist turned over. Like my wrist was like, dude, I felt it all the way going up to my neck.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
but okay.
That's crazy.
All right, enough of Crespi. Now let's get into it. You had both of the smoothies, right?
I did.
What'd you think?
So I'm not gonna play. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm not gonna play the game of which one's better.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'll tell you why.
Okay, here we go.
Because they're not in the same category.
Okay, compare it. Do they compare?
No, because even the texture, first of all, is not comparable. To me, you would have had to do an Erewhon versus like a Juice Crafters, because that is technically like an artisan healthier smoothie.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the healthy version, but this is more like dessert piece. So I think respectively in their own lanes, they're both their own thing. But if you ask me which one would I prefer to drink on the way home, I'll do this one.
You're doing the Erewhon. He picks the Erewhon.
I also want to make your buck worth it, bro. Like,
yeah, I feel it.
I appreciate you buying me the smoothie.
Oh, yeah. That's why everybody comes to pod to get free food.
Hey, I mean, hey, man, next time you come, pause. Next time
Pause.
Pause. Next time I hopefully get invited back to the show.
Yeah, we're going to get you and your dad.
We'll have whatever food, you
We'll
want to
pizza.
choose. By the way, man, this is awesome that you're doing this food thing, bro. Like, starting a show from the ground up and really trying to do this. People don't realize how hard it is to do creative, artistic things, and you're doing it. So that's awesome. And food's a passion, and food is perspective.
I
and
do
taste.
have a passion for food.
And you have a perspective because you grew up out here, but you also lived in New York, which is two of the hottest food spots, and that itself is a different
Chicago.
breed. And Chicago.
And for Chicago.
Chicago's food's heavy, and I love it.
Heavy, bro. Thank you so much, Nick. That made me feel good.
Of course, bro.
All right, so Erewhon, my take on it, it does compare. They are two different type of things. I will say Jamba felt a little fresher. Erewhon felt a lot sweeter, more candy, more cake-like, more like Swedish. Like I was in a sweet thing. But I think they do compare. I'm not gonna rank them, but I talked about sort of. I'm saying to compare. Like I don't think you can go wrong, but I personally am not spending $18 for a smoothie. I'm just gonna get this. It tastes fresh. I'm getting the Jamba, so Jamba gets the win.
I'll spend $18 when I can afford it, and until then,
even if I can't afford it,
if it's a gift, it's a gift.
Shoot, the freaking business paid for that. I'm still pissed off about it.
Amen.
All right, y'all. Thank you, Nick, for coming on, bro. This was awesome. Thank you for answering the questions. If you guys like the pod, please subscribe and freaking like. We got my boy Nick here. Thank you for coming on again.
Of course, dog.
Bro, we got the Erewhon, Jamba. See you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace.